All right. All right, Craig. Nice to finally virtually meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. We've been working back and forth via email for quite some time and via phone. So now it's finally nice to meet you face to face.
Yeah, same here. Same here. We've had a few conversations, a couple of long sessions. It's been pretty productive, so appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been very productive, I have to say as well.
Yeah, I agree. And you've been great in, grasping the whole technology and understanding. I do have to commend you. The way that you set it up was pretty smart. The way that you were breaking it up. We don't have to go to too many details, but I did appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. I think it was important to note that the features or the feature-rich platform of ProTexting allowed me to kind of customize my visitor flow or my text campaign. And so I think that just having those features, there's so many features available, not just for my needs, but I think for a lot of other e-commerce seller needs as well. That's what enabled me to really go in and optimize my campaign for what I needed, especially. So I appreciate that.
Awesome, great to hear. Okay, so can you hear me well? I lost you for a second.
Yeah, I can hear you. Did I cut out there for a minute?
That was a little bit of breakage, but no, I think it's good now.
Okay, good. Well, if you need me to repeat anything, certainly let me know.
Okay, yeah. I think I lost you somewhere around the features.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think, you mentioned that we were able to customize my campaign or my flow. And I think what enabled us to do that is the fact that ProTexting has such a wide array of features. So we were able to connect or to integrate ProTexting in our campaigns in a customized way because of those features. And I think for any e-commerce seller, it's going to be a little different. But I think, I've been in e-commerce now for 8 years, but I've been in digital marketing for 22 years. And when I saw the features available in ProTexting in the platform, I knew right away that I would be able to customize my particular campaigns for what I needed based on those features. And I feel like, because it's so feature rich, that most, if not all, e-commerce sellers, regardless of their needs, are going to be able to find customizing their campaigns easy because of all the features available.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. That's amazing to hear. We've spent a good amount of time on that, so it's good to hear that it's getting used in such way. So tell me a little bit about your business. Shine a little bit.
Sure.
I don't want to be one-sided here.
Yeah, no worries. So I've been in digital marketing. I've been in digital marketing for almost 22 years. I started in 2000. I've had a software business. I've had an SEO business, and now I've had e-commerce business for about 8 years. So to me, all those elements, those different types of businesses work synergistically. They work together. And I think that ProTexting, when I came across ProTexting, I realized that it could be a valuable tool because we really it's important for us to support the customer throughout the entire customer journey. And as an e-commerce seller, that's not always an easy thing to do because it's so fragmented at times. And there's so many different, for instance, on Shopify, there's a lot of apps available. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different marketing opportunities available for an e-commerce seller. And I feel like having an integrated approach where you have a feature-rich platform that enables you to focus on the customer journey and ensure that customer journey all the needs are met along the way. Can you please give me a little? All the needs are met along the way. I think that's really important because the customer journey is probably one of the most important aspects to a successful e-commerce business. And so that's where we've kind of come to learn that ProTexting was such a valuable resource.
Awesome. So what was talk to me a little bit about maybe the top 3 pains before you sign up for the ProTexting Amazon automation. if you can rank them, that would be awesome, just so we can maybe share with some other
no worries.
People from the community.
Yeah, so the 3 pain points that I think we had within our business, and in order of being the most painful to the least painful, even though all 3 of them were, there were issues, and I think they're common issues within most e-commerce companies. One of them is being able to efficiently engage with your customers. Of course, you always have email, and over the years, I think email open rates have declined considerably. So being able to efficiently engage with our customers was number 1. Low open rates with traditional email, definitely number 2. We were always looking for a new way to engage and to communicate with our customers, because without that communication, you lose that touch point throughout the customer journey. And of course, our support teams have different ways of communicating with our customers. Texting might actually be another way that we're considering, and I know that ProTexting has those features available. But the number 3 pain point that I think is just the amount of time that it took to create an effective email campaign. There's a lot that goes into that, and in order to get optimized open rates, you really need to fine tune and optimize your email marketing campaigns. So those just take a lot of time. And I feel like with texting, ProTexting allowed us to integrate these campaigns where they're almost evergreen, where once you set up the communication points throughout the flow, they're ongoing. And if you need to adjust them later on down the road, it's easy. But unlike email, you set up 1 or 2 emails, or you can set up an autoresponder, of course, but that's not always the best way to communicate with your customers. But with texting, it's instant on, and you get that instant engagement feedback, so you can make adjustments along the way. I think it's just more dynamic than email. Email to me is more static in the way that you communicate. And so with those 3 pain points being one of our most prevalent issues, we found that ProTexting easily solved those.
Nice. Awesome to hear, man. Great to hear. So what do you think has been the impact so far working with us?
Well, no doubt, ProTexting has helped with that issue of the lowered open rates with email. We're still running email campaigns, but I think there's a time and place for everything, especially within different marketing campaigns and different strategies.
For sure.
Email's great, if it's for a newsletter or for any type of subscription that we might be offering. Email's great for that. But when it comes to promotions and immediate touch points or immediate conversation with our customers, we know that texting is the way to go, because the open rate has increased by at least 84% for us. So for that amount of engagement that we have been able to obtain, that we weren't able to obtain with email, or that we had lost with email, that's probably been one of the most impactful things that we've encountered with ProTexting.
Nice. And I do like that you found a balance in incorporating texting with the rest of the mediums. That's, as a digital marketer, you know very well that it's not one tool for everything. Never is the case. And that's great. I'm really excited to hear that you're able to link up those 2. I'm sure you have plenty more on the social media end and everything else, but it's great to hear that you're able to find the right place for it. And that's the right approach. When you actually are not only counting on one medium, but instead all of them working together, they produce the results.
And that's the thing. I think our customers are everywhere, right? They're on social media, they're on their phones, whether they're texting or browsing the web or on their social media accounts. They're also checking their email. I think the older group of customers that we have in that older demographic are more prone to responding via email, but we're seeing that change too, where they're also becoming more accustomed and comfortable with texting with our teams. And so I think you need to be in all those places. You mentioned social. By all means, that's a great place. You can even conduct your customer support activities on social media. But if you're not touching on all of those areas where your customers are, you're going to be missing those opportunities.
Yeah. Absolutely. So just curious, how did you hear about us? What piqued your interest?
I found ProTexting just through searching Google for marketing and texting platforms. I don't remember the exact search query that I used, but when I came across the ProTexting site, I noticed right away that it was geared towards e-commerce, specifically because I saw that you had options for Shopify sellers. I saw that you had options for Amazon sellers, and those two platforms, Amazon and Shopify, probably make up the majority of platforms that e-commerce businesses and brands are using. So for me, knowing there's a lot of texting platforms out there, but knowing that ProTexting focuses exclusively on those two platforms amongst others, but focusing on solutions for e-commerce sellers, that was really important to me.
Great. Yeah. It's been a very interesting journey. It's been validated now by over 100 clients, actually.
That's great.
So
awesome.
Very quickly on the e-commerce side. So we're super excited, and it's one of those journeys that ignite the passion again. So thank you for being part of it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be a part of it. I think that had I not found ProTexting, I would be still searching for a solution that matched my needs. And so I'm really happy that it was a quick find too. I don't think I had to search for very long when I was looking through Google. So good job on your SEO efforts, or however you were maintaining the positions that I found you. But either way, I'm happy to be here as well.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, all in-house.
Great. Yeah, good job.
Hustling in-house.
Fantastic.
So what made you pull the trigger?
I think actually I know it was when I booked after I booked the demo call with your team. They were so thorough in terms of learning what my needs were, my business was about, and then in turn they were able to recommend solutions that met those needs. And that I think that call, the demo, when we walked through the ProTexting platform, I think that was really the turning point for me, where I knew that was going to be the solution that would work the best for my needs. Awesome.
Appreciate it. Yeah, most of the solution has been built with your guys' feedback. So it's super important to really understand the needs. Super important to talk to literally every single seller that joins. And,
I know too that I had made a couple of suggestions, and even along the way there was a few things that we needed to fine tune for my campaign to work properly. And within a day or two, those elements were either included or they had been resolved so that my campaign could work the way I needed it to. So even in early stages, I realized that a lot of agencies, sometimes it's just you take it or leave it, whatever their options are, that's the way their platform works. I knew right away with ProTexting that they were looking to help me with solutions for my business. And if it wasn't something that was already integrated or something that needed to be adjusted, they were more than willing to make that work as well. And that was really important to me.
Awesome. We're trying, man. We're trying. That's the way to grow together.
I agree.
We take it more as a partnership, relationship, business relationship than just a client and vendor.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, as an e-commerce seller, looking at the ProTexting platform and all the features that are available, I can't imagine that there's much, if anything, that would be missing for running, customized campaigns that can get pretty complex, or even really simple. There's something in there for every stage of growth when it comes to e-commerce and brands. I think for me, I'll continue to be able to grow with ProTexting outside of the existing campaigns that we have that are already, I would consider to be somewhat complex, but getting those integrated was super easy too. I think that having that ability to be up and running. I had never done texting as a marketing strategy before, and so I didn't really know how to integrate. I knew what I needed, and I knew that texting could certainly solve some of the issues, but I didn't know how the integration would work. So technically, I was kind of in the dark until we had our first discussion, and I realized right away that, that you guys were there to make sure that we could get these campaigns up and running without a lot of delay. And so that was really helpful too, because we had products that were shipping that needed to be integrated into these campaigns, and they were coming in quick, and they were becoming available pretty quickly. I couldn't afford to have any delays in between there, and you guys really jumped in to help me ensure that my campaigns were set up properly.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No worries. We're recording live, so we're allowed few interactions here and there. Man, that's awesome to hear. I appreciate it. Thanks for being a loyal client, and I really hope we're able to help the business grow and are here for you for the long run. So anything you need, just let us know. You know how we do it. If we can do it, we will. We grow this solution with your feedback in mind. So just anything that comes to mind, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you, Kaylin. That's awesome. I work with a lot of agencies. Even my email marketing is conducted by an agency, and they're great. But I'd have to say, you guys are definitely at the top of the list. In the 8 years that I've been working in e-commerce and the 22 years that I've been in digital marketing, I've been exposed to a lot of different agencies at different levels, and I would have to say that you guys are definitely at the top in terms of not only the platform, but the service, the customer service that you provide.
Awesome. That's amazing to hear. Thank you. The validation is big. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So, how likely are you to recommend us to anybody else?
Well, I think with that said, it's pretty clear that I would highly recommend ProTexting for anybody that's running e-commerce, especially Amazon and Shopify. If you're looking to maintain that engagement with your customers, I think ProTexting is by far the ultimate solution.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Is there anything for us to improve that you can think of right now?
At the moment, I don't have any unresolved issues. I can't think of anything that I would need that is beyond what we already have. So no, I can't think of anything at all.
That's awesome, man. Listen, like I said, we're here, we're listening. Anything that you need, if we need to fork off somewhere, create new campaigns, or help you with the current, please don't hesitate. We're here, we're answering the phones, we're answering the emails. So appreciate the journey, and just let us know.
Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you, Kaylin. I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to continuing our growth with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Craig.
Awesome.
Have a great one. Good success with the campaign. Great success with the campaign. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. The product is great. I saw it.
Awesome.
And yeah, maybe we'll order a couple to try.
I'll send some over to you guys. Let me know where you want me to send it. I'll have it right over.
Oh yeah, awesome. Appreciate it. Sure.
Cool.
I'll shoot it over. All right, man. Thanks very much. Appreciate the time. Have a great the rest of the week, and we'll talk again.
Thank you so much. Have a great week as well. Bye-bye.
Thanks, sir. You too. Bye-bye.
Please subscribe to our channel and be the first to know about new features and industry updates. Thank you for watching.